What's up, everybody? Hi. How are you guys doing? We're live, Lauren TV podcast. I think this is number 11, if I'm not mistaken. I'll wait for a few of you guys to pop on here, but I missed this. I missed talking to you guys. I missed, sorry, my throat's a little froggy. I'll tell you about that later, but I love this. This is like my favorite part of driving to work. But I have no Pablo, so I'm going to have to get a new Pablo because Pablo died and so did Judy. And yeah, so I'm going to need a new blow-up doll. So if anyone wants, well, never mind. I don't want to say that. If anyone wants to send me a blow-up doll, although that's kind of weird, that would be great. But hold on. Let me try to see how... Here we go. Hi, Val. But yeah, so I'm not driving. So I did like the podcast when I was driving because things would happen to you. And of course, you know, I don't have road rage. I just have road sarcasm. So whenever, I don't know, someone wants to cut you off, not use a blinker, I don't know. I mean, I'm also the, you know, the punk that it was always in the carpool lane with my fake baby or my fake Pablo boyfriend in the back. But anyhow, super excited to be back. Lots to talk about. So much has happened. I think the last time I did one of these was 2 years ago, or maybe it was a year. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's all good. So the reason why my voice is a little bit shot was last night, all of us gals got together, and since this is on Facebook, you've probably seen our photos, and our good friend Lindsay got us all tickets to go see a private album release of Blake Shelton's new album, which is, I don't know, he kept calling it like, I don't know, there was a joke about fully loaded or reloaded or whatever. It's kind of a compilation, but it also has 5 new songs. So he performed maybe 10 songs. It was like a great hour set. He sounds exactly like he does on the album as he does in person. And he's just as charming. I still love you, baby. But I'm just saying, I would have a whiskey with Blake. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure a lot of you gals and guys would. I mean, that guy, I feel like guys want to hang out with him and women want to hang out with him or whatever. But he talked about Gwen and he seemed so a little starstruck, you know, like in love, and it was so cute and I loved it. But I think I was just like this the whole time. Like literally as he's singing. But here's what's great. He looks at you when he's singing. He's looking at that girl over there, that dude over there, winking at this one. He looked a couple times. What's funny is our friend Jen Reddick is right in front of me. And she's like, yeah, like, you know, like, woohoo. And he's looking at her. But I'm going to say he was looking at me because I was right behind her. But I definitely used her as my post of like, if you wanted to get attention, I would just be behind her because she had like, you know, those country arms where like, you know, you're at a concert and you're like, yeah, and everyone's like got the hands going. That's Jen. So I just propped her right in front of me. It was perfect. I didn't really have to, you know, do theatrics. It was great. So Jen, thank you. So that was fun. That was super amazing. And I think the album was released today. So go check it out. But that's why the voice sounds like this. I did try to get a little bit pretty for you guys, so. But you know what's funny is like I look like I was just put together. Nope. Got my PJ bottoms on. The life of the self-employed. Oh, it's so amazing. Yes, it may be stressful, but it's also, it's pretty awesome. Because I get to talk to you guys in my PJs on a Friday morning. So that's always good. So I have notes because there was a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, so wanted to ask you guys what your favorite movies were because you know how I always go through like the best movies to go see. First of all, if you guys, obviously everyone has Netflix or is borrowing someone's like password. So if you're borrowing someone's password, you have your Netflix, whoever you are, if you're the actual person that it's your account, then you've seen this movie. Has anyone seen the ad for Klaus or Claus or whatever? But it's the Christmas movie. It's a kids movie, but adults, watch it. It is so good, but I think every kid should watch it because it does really talk about, being kinder to one another. It hits topics about bullying. Like, I loved it. Of course I cried because I cry in every film, but Klaus is, go see it. You don't have to go see it. You can just sit on your couch and see it, but so good. Marriage Story. Okay. I talked to you about Marriage Story. When I read the log line or whatever and it said it's about divorce. I come from a divorced family as much as most of, I feel like the world. But I was like, I'm sure my therapist is like, don't say it, Lauren. But yeah, divorce sucks and you still are affected by it when you're an adult, just whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to see this movie. I don't want to think about childhood, whatever. It's not that type of film. To me, it was like a love story. And there's some parts, there are some parts that hurt. There's this one scene with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, and he says the worst thing you could ever say to anyone. And whenever you get in a fight, you should never say that you hope someone dies. Maybe we've thought about it, just saying, but he says that, and oh my God, it's so heart-wrenching. So I'm not saying go see a movie because you're going to be, your heart's going to get ripped out, but it has a lot of beautiful moments. So go see Marriage Story. Excuse me. For all of you who haven't seen Knives Out yet, go see Knives Out. Oh, so much fun. There was, let's see here. We went to a screening and there was a Q&A with all of the cast. And let me tell you, I was never a Daniel Craig fan. I mean, if you're a Bond fan, I love Bond. I mean, Sean Connery, number 1, and Pierce Brosnan, number 2. That's how I go. But here's the deal. Daniel Craig, when you're blonde, like me, a natural, but when you're a blonde man, or a woman, but when you're a blonde man, you have blonde eyebrows and blonde eyelashes. People that don't have colored eyelashes, little weird to me. I don't know. So he's just a little too blonde. I just need that dark, handsome man. Maybe someone who I'm married to. But yeah, I like the dark features. So never a fan. But this knucklehead walks into this Q&A. He brings his own camera. He had some Leica or whatever. It's this cool old school camera. Hold on a second. And he's taking pictures of the crowd. He's taking pictures of his castmates, him and Chris Evans. Man, that must have been such a fun set to be on because they're just rapping back and forth. But it made the film it just made the film even better. But it's a fun film. Someone asked me last night, can you take kids? I mean, yeah, I don't think, there might be a couple F words, not a big deal. But you should, yeah, sure, take the kids. Listen, my dad, my pop took me to see Event Horizon when I was a kid. And when I say a kid, I mean I don't know, let's go with 10 or something. And my mom was so mad because she's like, you can't take your daughter to R-rated movies. My pop's like, it's fine. Pop would do this. You ever take your kid to a movie and they shouldn't see it and they they cover your eyes? So Pop would do that. And then whenever there was someone kissing and be the most awkward. It's not like I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is so weird. I'm in this movie theater with my pop. But he also took me to go see all the best action movies. So, anyways, Knives Out is not Event Horizon. So just go see it with the kids. There was a couple others. Oh, I don't even want to go into Ford and Ferrari. And if you really want my opinion, message me offline because I have a lot of thoughts on there. And this isn't the platform for it. This isn't. I'm already getting hot thinking about it. Don't want to talk about it. Hold on. There's another one. There's 2 more. Okay. I just saw Harriet. Beautiful story, right? Harriet Tubman. I'm forgetting the actress's name right now. She was so phenomenal in it. However, that movie read a little bit more like a made-for-TV film. I don't know if you guys got that. And also what helped was the score was so epic. And I'm like, I think that the score is the only thing that pushed that story along. Like, I never felt enough tension. And I just wish there was more tension. So if you saw it and loved it, great. I mean, everyone go see it. It's a beautiful film, but, I don't know. It wasn't as epic as I would have liked it to be, but, the lead actress got nominated. So I'm excited for that. It was great acting. Just, I don't know. Maybe the script wasn't as tight as it should have been. And if you worked on it, great job. Just, a little slow. I'm sure I'll think of movies later. Some other updates. I just went to Disneyland. Was it last week? No, on the 2nd. I went to I went to Disneyland. We took my mom to go to Disneyland for her birthday. She turned 60 this year. Yeah. You know what's sad? Is when you're standing next to your mom and everyone's talking about how young she looks and how amazing, and you're like, hold on a second. What if I don't look as good as she does at 60? Like, she's like holding, like, the bar really, really high. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to, probably should stop drinking. That's probably always an indication of good youth. But, God, she just looks amazing. So, anyhow, we went there, and me and my brother... Me and my brother were like instant kids. When we went to Galaxy's Edge, and if you guys went to Galaxy's Edge and you've already done, that whole Star Wars experience, then you know. For you that haven't, go take out a small loan on your house and go to Disneyland and take the kids, or go by yourself. I mean, you really don't need kids. I have no kids, and I had a great time. It was so cool. It was like you're in the movie. So we go do... Hold on. Oh, do you guys like my little cup? It's Mrs. Always Right. Mm-hmm. So, we did the ride, the Millennium Falcon. Can't talk this morning, man. It was so cool. It was just like you were in the movie. Like, when the ship goes through, like, the Death Star, and it's going through, like, the canyons and stuff. Like, it was like that. It was so, So when you get there, you go, you have to wait in line we only did 45 minutes, so that wasn't that bad. But they give you a card, and it tells you if you're a pilot, a gunner, or an engineer. Personally, if you're an engineer, I'm like, that's kind of a bullshit card, because who knows what the heck they have to do. It's literally like, it's like the card that you would give to like a little kid. It's really like, doesn't make any sense. But I got pilot, yeah. And then my brother got pilot, and then TJ got gunner. I mean, the three of us... Perfect. But okay, it's a simulator. So to me, you are not driving this. This is a simulator. Like, I mean, I work in entertainment. I know all about the Hollywood lies, right? But I kept so the pilot, I had to go, I was left or right, and my brother was up or down, right? Yeah. So he controlled if we went, up over something, under, and then I went left or right. Well, I'm just saying either my steering wheel was broken, but there's like the three other people that were behind us. They're like, I feel like I'm getting sick. My Millennium Falcon was all over the place. Andrew's like, keep it together, Lauren. I'm like, I'm trying. But I feel like the simulator sometimes will make certain like pilots look worse than what they really are. Am I making that up? Anyone else have that issue? Regardless, TJ did great as a gunner. And yeah, it was just, what an experience. I would have gone on that many more times, but I'm an adult now and I couldn't kick and scream and make the rest of our group do it again. So next time. So yeah, Disneyland still has its charm. Although I was talking to Jen last night and she went to Disney World. I still have not done Disney World, or Disney Cruise, or Alani. Is it Alani? Yeah, something like that. And then Atlantis. Anyhow, Disney, just take my money. But she said Disney World is, obviously 10 times better than Disneyland. But I'm a SoCal girl, so, I'd go where I'd have to go. So that was fun. For a lot of you that have followed me and TJ's journey on our health, just to give you a little update, because I never updated anyone. We did the medical medium liver cleanse. I was like, you know what? We need a clean liver. I mean, who doesn't need when's the last time you gave your liver a rest? Think about it. I will tell you the last time I gave my liver a rest. I think I was 13. No, 14. Maybe 13 or 14. It's the last time I ever, like, my liver was like, I'm doing okay. I'm much older than that now, just a little. And yeah, so we did this. It's only 9 days. It's not like, you know, sometimes people do whatever, 60-day cleanses. Those are great, but they're not sustainable. So for me, 9 days, I can do 9 days. I could have just done 3, but it was awesome. I'm so like OCD on like not even just cleanses, but like if you have to do something like it, you know, it's the medical medium book, says liver rescue. It's not even around here. Nope, not here. So I can't show you, but it says what to do. Day 1, do this. Well, I made a chart. I made a spreadsheet on literally every hour of what you should eat. Well, basically it's like morning, mid-morning, lunch, mid-afternoon. So if you ever want to do the cleanse, DM me or message me or whatever you call it on Facebook. I'll send you this spreadsheet. It takes the guessing out of everything, and then it has like options. So it says like lunch of your choosing, and then I put at the bottom all of the lunch options that you know, are supposed to have. So it's freaking awesome. But check it out. I feel amazing. I actually went, I haven't eaten meat in about 30 days. I never thought I would do that. And thanks to it, I feel like 10 times better. Now, if I could just quit some other things, that'd be great. But it feels pretty good not to eat meat. And it's very easy. Obviously, I don't know where everyone is watching, but if a lot of you guys are here in LA. But it's hard to eat either vegan or vegetarian. And here in LA, like there's a vegan store everywhere. Like there's probably a vegan option at Chick-fil-A. I mean, look at even like, God, what is it? The Whopper, the Impossible, the whatever it's called, the something or other burger. Meatless burger. I don't really agree with that when people are like, I'm eating healthy and then I'm having this Whopper, it has no meat. Okay, just letting you know, that patty like didn't grow out of the ground, right? Like there's so many chemicals in there, and it's kind of like when people say they're eating healthy and they're not like, you know, eating meat or not eating like whatever. It's like most of those people are also eating like processed food or like, you know, it's like the no fat like chips. I was like, okay, I can't even talk. It's, you know, it's the person with the Impossible Burger with the Diet Coke. Come on. Like Diet Coke. Did you know that Coke can take blood off of asphalt? Like, listen, I mean, if it's taking blood off of asphalt, that's no, maybe it's not Diet Coke, it's like regular Coke. Could you imagine what it's doing to inside of your body? Anyhow, I won't preach to you, just letting you know. Health has been really awesome. So, hopefully maybe I'll do another like health, I should do like an actual video of just that cleanse because it blew my mind. And I do celery juice. Look, check this out. Celery juice every morning, and then you wait 30 minutes to eat and go on with your day. It's easy as pie, and helps with, you know, methylation, blood pressure, cholesterol, skin, all sorts of great things. Whiter teeth, like it's pretty awesome. So check it out. What else did I have for you guys? Oh my gosh. I have hold on. I have 2 things before I get into the hot topics at the end of the show. You guys know that everywhere I live, there's always a messed up neighbor, right? These neighbors could probably hear me. Real quick on them. So when we first moved here about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years, it's crazy. They had a child. I'm going to say whenever, like right when your baby's starting to walk. I don't know. What is that? Is that 9 months? Is that a year? What is that, right? So all you would hear was like these little like pitter-patter, right? And at first you're like, oh, cute. Maybe I never said that. That's just what I think that what people would say. But it's almost like, okay, if this is the floor upstairs, it's almost like it was tilted. So the kid would be here, drop, I don't know, a bucket of marbles, and then it's almost as if the floor was diagonal, and then you'd hear all the marbles go down this way, right? Hold on. Then that little kid, little Pitterpatter, would then walk, waddle, run all the way to this side. Again, too, this freaking floor. He'd pick up all the marbles, gracefully or ungracefully, and then I swear this is what the fucking floor would do. And he'd go here, and then he'd drop the marbles, and then go, and then you'd hear all the marbles go to this side of the floor. And then you'd hear him go pitter-patter. So 2.5 years, this kid now, I don't even know what he looks like. I don't know how much he weighs, but the pitter-patter is now like grown-ass man footsteps. And the parents, I get it. I don't have kids, so I get that a lot of you moms and dads are like, you don't get it. Like, if your kid, as long as they're not burning the house, who cares what they do? I know, I don't know. And they let their kids stay up like until like 1 a.m. Like, it'll be quiet, and then 11 p.m., all of a sudden the kid wakes up and it's like he's wrecking house. I do think I should send them like some wine or like, I don't know, some scotch, maybe like moonshine or something. But by the way, someone keeps gifting us. If you're on here, I don't know who it is. Someone keeps gifting us moonshine every Christmas. And so I think I have 3 or 4 bottles. Some is like legit, and then there's one that's like unmarked. There's nothing on there, so who knows how potent it is. But hey, if you're the moonshine gifter, thank you from my heart. But also, let me know who you are, because I want to ask you if it's okay to drink it. But yeah, the neighbor's upstairs. But we had this one gal. Oh my God, let me tell you about her. So we call her Trainwreck Sally, and I get it. That's not nice. I said it. Okay, so Trainwreck Sally has lived here since we've lived here. Trainwreck Sally has the most adorable poodle. Is it a poodle? Yeah, it's like the little miniature poodle. Oh, his name's Theodore. Okay, so Trainwreck Sally, beautiful girl. Me and TJ are always asking, like, what does she, like, I would love to know what her day job is, because I only see her at her worst moments. So one time, this was like when we first met her, she was locked outside her apartment. She was pretty trashed. And of course I was like, do you need help? Like, can we help you? You know, do you want to, I don't know, instead of sitting on the gross like hallway ground, do you want to come inside? Like, I don't even know why. Like, I offered, I just because I'm a kind person, but I was like, ugh. She was like, no, my roommate's coming. I was like, okay. But then like you would hear on the phone, like she was just a mess. And I'll have to imitate her voice later, but she would go walk her dog. And here's her thing. I live in West Hollywood. Like, there's cars everywhere. There's people. There's a lot of things going on. She would walk her dog with no leash. I can't stand that. I don't care if you have a cute dog that is never going to bite anyone, whatever. Put your dog on a freaking leash. Like, oh! And the reason why is we face the front of our building. So all of our balconies are in the front. So, and I always have the windows or doors open because I like fresh air. I like to hear the noise of the world. But all you would hear, so she would go downstairs and I would hear, Theodore! And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I hear, Theodore! And of course, I'm me, like the nosy neighbor. I'm like, I look out, through the blinds, and she's like yelling for her dog who's so far down the street. And also, I don't think that dog knows his name, because I know that dog's name because of how many times she has to say it. That dog does not know his name. And she'll say stuff like, hurry it up. Like, I don't think she was abusive to the dog, but she'd be like, hurry it up, Theodore. Why are you taking so long? And I know we all talk to our dogs like they're humans, but like this dog must have been flipping her off in his mind, because it was like, he just never listened to her. And then she'd come in, and then I would hear her in the hall, because the front, that we obviously share the same hallway. She's on my floor. And I heard her like, Theodore. And I was like, fuck, man. So anytime this woman's around, like, just all hell breaks loose. Anyways, guess what? She moved. Yeah. I wish her the best. I always prayed for her. I promise you I did, because I don't wish anything bad on anyone. And if they're in bad space, I just want people to be happy and live their best life. But let me tell you, I am so glad she doesn't live here. literally our, what do you call it, the hallways cleaner. She was like Pigpen. It was like a female version of Pigpen. And it sucks. She was such a beautiful girl, and I would love to know her story, but, you know, bye. Bye, Trainwreck Sally. So that's my neighbors. I'm sure I'll have more updates because we have new neighbors across the street. Whew, more on that. So we are coming to the end of this podcast. So I'm going to do this new thing where I'll go like on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook throughout the week, and I need your hot topics. And hot topics mean like something you want me to go on a rant on, because we all know that this podcast is semi-structured. I go through like, you know, movies to watch of the week, what's going on with my life, some random rant. I'll save it for next time, but Mercedes pissed me off this week. I don't even want to go into it. I'm in a good space. I feel kind. I've got crystals around me. But, so, my podcast is structured. However, it's just me going on a rant on stuff. Like, that's it. And I love that you guys watch and listen. But, I want you guys to come up with a hot topic that I talk about. So, to go on a rant on. It could be anything. I don't do politics. I will say that. There's enough on Facebook, but I won't talk about politics. There's certain stuff I probably won't talk about, but I mean, I'm an open book. I like to talk about anything about my opinion. So Judy, my girlfriend Judy Barrett, she sent me she said best and worst Christmas gifts of this year and what you would do to get them. So like I thought about this, and so like I came up with a couple. So should we say that the worst gift is a Peloton? Let me tell you about the Peloton. And I can't say it's the worst gift because guess what I got last Christmas? I got a Peloton. So thanks, babe. The commercial, listen, everyone is so like, I do try to be more PC these days, I will say. But people can't do jack shit in this world anymore without getting like hammered down. So I watched the Peloton commercial, and I'll tell you what was wrong about it. And it wasn't like someone's like, oh, it was like this guy that gave it to her. And it's like, save the Peloton bike girl. I thought, I don't know, maybe I have a messed up mind. I just didn't think that it was this, you know, guy like saying you need to lose weight. Like, again, let me remind you, I got a Peloton for Christmas. But I got it because TJ said sometimes you don't have time because I was working a lot and I couldn't go to Cycle House all the time, but you can be at home and you can do it. So you'll save time. And I was like, that was really thoughtful. Personally, I rather go to the classes, but that was thoughtful. It wasn't, hey, keep your ass in shape, or was it? But I don't think it was. I think it was just like, I'm trying to save you time and I could use it as well, like all that stuff. So when I saw the commercial, it was just like this dude. Now, I don't know why she was married to that dude. Like, if we want to get real nitpicky, like, what was that casting about? That guy should be, that guy had weenie arms, he had weenie legs, he should be on the Peloton, he should be lifting weights. Like, I want to know what the commercial is, what does he need? Like, that guy, he looked like a guy that, like, would go, after work, go watch a game with his buddies, drink beer, and then come home, for dinner that she made or something. Like, maybe that's where I'm wrong, right? But whatever. She needs to choose better. But I thought it was a cool commercial. Was she already thin? Who cares? A lot of us are already thin and we're working out and we want to promote good health. Would you prefer a thicker girl and then you're like, oh, here they are, they're promoting losing weight? Like, it just, again, all of the complaints about that commercial, I just didn't think it was that bad. I did like Ryan Reynolds' commercial where he hired, if you guys haven't seen this, go check it out. So he has a liquor company called Aviation Gin. And so they hired her, and you see, like, it's like a close-up on her, and she looks miserable, and, like, she's going through a lot, and she's having, like, a martini, and she has her 2 girls, and her girlfriends are like, are you okay? Like, whatever her name is, Karen. Let's just use Karen. Like, are you okay, Karen? And she's like, just drinking her martini, and then they're like, and she downs this martini in like one gulp, and then they're like, do you want mine? She goes, mm-hmm. Anyways, funny commercial. I don't really think we have to save the Peloton girl. Just saying. I think we should save that guy. Man. Find her divorce lawyer or something. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But anyhow, so worst gift. It's not the Peloton. Peloton's a good gift. It's expensive too, so you better use it if you're going to do it. Okay, best gift. Best gift. Everyone listen now. This is the best gift. And everyone I feel like has it now is the Theragun. There is another, I think it's called Hypervolt, which supposedly is quieter, but the Theragun is a, it's like, well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. All right. This is the Theragun. Comes in this like pretty little case, right? And it looks like this. Some people are like, it sounds like a vibrator. Listen, if your vibrator sounds like this, you probably bought it in like 1970 or something. So this has different, well, I won't show you how to do them, but this has like different points to it. You have like a point or whatever. But this thing is like such a good gift. And so when you turn it on, it's going to be loud. So imagine this like on your back. Oh, so good. It sometimes does hurt if you put it in certain like on the side of your butt. Oof, but it feels so good. And so this is a great gift. I think it's like $500, so it's an expensive, awesome gift. But the Hypervolt, I think, well, yeah, 500 or 6, whatever. Anyhow, Theragun, best gift ever. Oh, also, this is a really cool gift. I don't know why all my gifts are expensive, but best gift, Apple Watch. I love this Apple Watch. And last Christmas, our friend Ely, I don't know if Ely's watching, but Ely got TJ a watch. And like he got us like, there was 2 boxes. And so he got TJ a watch and was just like, you know, thanks for a great year. I was like, that is so freaking sweet. Because usually it's just, you know, husbands and wives or girlfriends and boyfriends that you buy because it's quite expensive. So thank you, Ely. But then there was a box for me, and it said, all I read on the top of the box was, I didn't want you to be jealous of TJ. And I'm like, what? And I open it, and it's a watch for me. I was like, what? So I love this watch, although I do want to get a different band. But that's a great gift. So if you got some cash to spend, a Theragun and an Apple Watch is amazing. Other good gifts I was thinking about was, if you guys travel, I love monogram passports. Like, God, I'm like so bougie right now. I'm like, a Louis Vuitton or Yves Saint Laurent. Those are the best passport covers. You literally get one like at Kohl's too. But like, if you want to, kind of be bougie, like be bougie. I think, for my brother's, wedding, I got him and Chloe, or we got, him and Chloe, Tiffany, matching Tiffany passport holders. So Tiffany's a good one. But I'll tell you about the weirdest gift. So as a kid growing up, your grandma always gets you like, I don't know, pajamas, right? I mean, I'm assuming. I'll just tell you about my grandma, my Puerto Rican grandmother. So she would go and we'd get like a huge bag of like, there's always chocolates in there, of course, but there's always like PJs and socks, which you always knew like grandma's gonna get you socks. I love socks, like I don't have them on, but Cozy Mosey socks, best gift ever. Or also socks for guys. Most guys don't have good sock etiquette. Yeah, guys, listen, I've seen too many white socks with black shoes. I know TJ has great sock etiquette now because you know what you do, women, if you're with a man that doesn't have good sock etiquette, You just take all the socks that you don't like and you just replace it with the socks you do like. It's so easy, right? Like if you don't like him wearing the shorts that you hate because they're ratty and tatty, what you do is you remove them. You put it somewhere, like you store it. This is what I do. TJ's like, where's my Mickey Mouse shirt or whatever? Like, you don't need to be wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. You're a grown-ass man. Or like a Budweiser shirt. Like, I don't like logos. I like T-minus logos. I don't like beer logos. I'll be like, where's that shirt? And I was like, oh, don't worry, it's in storage. I never threw them away. I just folded them, put them at the bottom of a bag, then put a bunch of shit on top of that bag, and then put it in the furthest corner of our condo. So if I had to get it, I could, but it's highly unlikely. So again, if you don't like it, just replace it with something else. That's like a great bumper sticker, right? Like, anyhow. So my grandmother would get socks and pajamas and underwear. Now, when I mean underwear, I don't mean like regular, like a 6-pack of white underwear. My grandmother would buy like G-strings, like, which, we all wear, but like no one ever talks about like what underwear we wear. And no one would get it from your grandmother. But she would buy the most she'd buy the sluttiest underwear. And I would you're opening in front of your family and it's like, oh, thanks, Grandma. And she goes, oh, you've got to be beautiful underneath as you are on the outside. I don't know why that doesn't sound Puerto Rican. That sounds more like something Eastern European. Anyhow, I would always get slutty underwear from my my grandma. And I mean slutty in the sense of I was 14. There's I should not be getting lace underwear. God. But, Grandma was teaching a young woman that basically you need to, at any time you could be, naked. So you better have some good stuff underneath there. So this segues into my other thing. One time I got into a really terrible accident. I was jumping my Mustang. For all of you Escondido, San Diego people, you know who you are. I used to love this Mustang because it was a lease. And to me, if you have a lease, that means you can just give it back, right? Like, who cares if you crash it? That was my dumb mentality, which is probably why I have bad car karma now. But anyhow, and I used to jump this Mustang. Anyways, I jumped this Mustang on this road that I did all the time, and I lost control, went too fast, hit a brick wall. Luckily, didn't kill anyone. But I'll never forget. I was knocked out. And for one moment, I was a little conscious. I remember being in the ambulance. I also had this really cool belt buckle. And I was like, dude, did I wear matching bra and panties? Because they're cutting when you get in an accident and you're in a coma or you're you're knocked out, they cut your clothes. So I remember him cutting my pants. And I just remember he got up to my knee and I was like, don't cut my belt. And so when I left the next day or two or whatever, after from the hospital, you get your bag. It's almost like when you leave jail, I guess. I've never been to jail, but I'm assuming. You get a bag of all your belongings. And there was my belt, untouched. It was so sweet. But I did wear matching underwear. So thanks, Grandma. I did not embarrass myself in the ambulance. I don't know why I would even care, but that's just me. So that's it, guys. So hot topics. Send me your hot topics throughout the week. Let me know if you want me to, there's a certain movie you like that you want me to comment about. And yeah, I'm glad I'm back. I'll try to see if I can, get another Pablo or another Judy. Yeah, you guys have a great week. I'll be back next Friday, 9 a.m. Let me know if you like Facebook Live or if I should do Instagram. When I did the poll, it was 55% Facebook Live, 45% Instagram. So I chose Facebook for you guys. But if you like Instagram better, I'll just do another poll. And I think the 9 a.m. is great because 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is a little rough, but we can do it. But that's it. So have a great weekend. Thank you guys all for watching. This has been fun. Bye.